Hello and welcome to a game between oGsTOP and oGsMC. oGsTOP will be playing as the blue Terran player at the 12 o'clock position, whereas oGsMC will be playing as the red Protoss player at the 3 o'clock position. This is game number 1 in the Kaspersky's New Year's invitational thingy, and it is a best of 7, so whoever wins 4 games will take the series and the title. And man, MC has got to be really pumped up. He has about 330 or so APMs for just, it looks like a total of 8 of those probes. That is warming up at its finest. And of course, TOP is no joke either. He is hovering about 200 or so APM. I can't wait for this match to get started. These two have shown really great matches against pretty much all the races that they've been playing against, and of course this is no surprise to many players that these two are going to be the final for the first and second place. It looks like the supply depot will be built directly next to the command center as he's making more and more SCVs, and in the land of MC he will be putting down a gateway to the side. MC was not afraid to use a lot of the very risky Forge expanding and Forge pushes against the Zerg, and one of the many games that he did was very inspirational to Protoss players anywhere. And of course, TOP is known for his very nice micro style oriented as well as macro, because he was really good at controlling many of his units, and that has really gained him the advantage in many of the games. Refinery is going to be going up for TOP as well as the assimilator for MC at this moment, and there is going to be fireworks momentarily as these players are going to be really close on the air rush distance. The gateway is about 90% complete, and the SCV will spot the probe, I suspect, at the 9 o'clock position. Of course, this does not give away too much information as both of them are going to be mis-scouting each other, so there's going to be an orbital command coming in for TOP, and he's also going to be putting down another supply depot. In the base of MC, he will be putting down a cyber core. I don't know how many of you guys are snowed in, but New York City is pretty bad. No one's shoveling the snow. Everyone's like, oh, we're gonna wait till tomorrow and it's gonna melt, and it's not really melting that fast. And I almost slipped and tripped and died many times just going to the supermarket. And there's going to be the second Marine coming out, and the Marine should be able to deny the scout for the probe. In the meantime, the SCV is still not going in the right direction, but that's quite alright. There's going to be a total of 2 Marines out and all SCVs, and there's all probes at the moment except for one Zealot that is going to come out. This Zealot is going to come out. Ooh, the SCV is going to outmaneuver the Zealot, and TOP will get a view of MC's base. This is a free viewing courtesy of that Zealot that is very slow. He does have Ninja Blades though, and that does make up for quite a bit of his other shortcomings. And once he scouts that the base of MC does only contain 1 gateway and 1 cybercore with no additional gateways or other structures, he is feeling safe enough to expand. He will be getting the Marauder along with the concussive shell. I really do like this very quick expansive nature of TOP. Let's see if MC is going to make him pay for it. Let's take a quick look at MC's vision of TOP, and he is not going to be able to see anything as that Marine was able to deny the scout. It looks like there's going to be 2 gateway being open on the side. Ooh, a 3rd gateway. Very sneaky there. He did take down the SCV, so TOP does not have vision of those 3 buildings. He does not know it's coming. So this is a 4-gate versus a very early expansion. Let's see if TOP can defend this. At the moment, he only has 2 Marines and 2 Marauders, which is not a really high number of forces. He is going to be opening 2 additional barracks. Did he scan? He did not scan. I guess his spider sense is just tingling. There's going to be a total of 3 barracks and 1 tech lab researching for the combat shield, and there is going to be the probe, and the sacrificial probe does not catch too much, but just 2 Marauders. I don't think he even seen the Marines in the back, but he's seen the Marine earlier. So at this moment, the chrono boost is done on the warp gates, and these things are going to be turned into warp gates right away. The 2 barracks are about to finish, so the army size is at 31 against 33. The advantage for very slightly for the Terran player. I wouldn't say is an advantage, as the warp gate is going to warp in a whole lot of trouble. And there's going to be 2 Stalkers and 1 Zealot on the side. These 2 Stalkers and 1 Zealot holding down the Zealot Watchtower will be able to take down that SCV. And it looks like the Terran player TOP will be making Marines out of those barracks, and he's also going to be making us 4 barracks. I don't know if this is going to be enough to hold against the forces of MC, as he is going to be getting a lot of those gateway units, and he's making more and more pylons. He's saving a lot of money, and he will be warping in more and more Stalkers. He has 4 Stalkers, 4 sentries over here, joining with the forces of 2 Stalkers and 1 Zealot, and the army size is a little bit lopsided at the moment. The army size is at 48 against 44. You may not think that's too much, but he does have an orbital command invested. That's 550 minerals he doesn't have, and the orbital command spots the bad news. He is going to have to make a lot of units. He is trying to hold it off here. Great use of force fields, but I think the units in the back are actually still shooting, so those force fields were a little bit wasteful, I feel. And he is engaging, and he is losing a lot of units. I think the Terran player is coming out ahead slightly here. He is going to need every bit of his units because he is going to constantly be faced with the warp in of the Protoss player. Protoss player trying to micro here, and only two force fields there, but he's still shooting around, and these SCVs actually get a surround on the Stalkers and the Sentries. The Sentries are going down relatively quickly, and I think he is going to be in trouble here. Additional reinforcements are coming, but the Stalkers are not going to be able to fall back fast enough due to concussive shells and actually blocking the Zealots from charging up the ramp. And the Zealots finally get in, but he's taking down the last Stalker, and he can just micro these, and definitely army size is at 36 against 25. More and more units spawning for TOP as his income has been cut short for quite a bit. And he will be able to micro these two Zealots, no problem. And additional reinforcements for MC looks like they're going to be heading back to base to defend, I think. And he is not going to be opening a Nexus, so I think this might be an all-in here, as he's going to be chrono boosting a lot of those probes. And more Marines and Marauders, only basically one Marauder per every 3 Marine. He is going to have a very nice army, and the Protoss player is ahead at 45 versus 35. He actually leaped ahead there, and it looks like the Terran player is going to push for an all-in, or maybe not an all-in. The Protoss player does not have anything to defend in his own base. His base is absolutely clear, just probes and gateways. And Protoss player MC is going to chill out here as the main army of TOP. He does not see this coming. So MC does not see TOP coming, and TOP does not see MC coming. So he is going to go in here and keep track of the other army on the lower right hand side, as there's probably going to be some action over here instead of there. And MC is attacking the command center, and he is charging, and he will be able to kill off the mules. Meanwhile, inside the base of MC, TOP is in, and looks like these players are going to go for a base swap of sorts. Units are going to come out of these barracks, and they're being set to the back, so he's going to try to do some damage to this Protoss army. The Protoss army is coming in, and the Terran army is inside the base of the Protoss army, and these SCVs should probably get into the fight. As they are getting into the fight, the Zealots are in the back. That is very confusing. I guess the Zealots went around the really wrong and long way, and the Zealots are still chasing around the Marine and Marauder. And I think the damage has been done to MC's base, as he is losing a lot of pylons, and he is going to lose those gateways momentarily. Meanwhile, TOP is going to lift, and the probes are coming in to fight off some of the infantry units, but TOP lifts all of his buildings, and the army size is going to be at 41 versus 18. He has some units left, but I don't think it's going to be enough, as those Stalkers are just hitting down the reactors and the tech labs, which won't help him too much, as he really needs to regroup and possibly retake the base that he just lost to MC. And MC's base is destroyed. TOP is going to take it over, and he is going to wall it off over here. He's also floating another orbital command to the upper left hand corner, and he's going to take down all the pylons, so he cannot make any more additional thingies. And I think the probes don't actually have enough energy for a Nexus, so this will be an all-in attack / defend. And here we go. MC is at the low ground, TOP is at the high ground, and he is going to put down a pylon. What is that pylon for exactly? And so, here we go. And MC is going to push in there. He is going to not wait, because every second he waits is going to be a second that he does not have. And the infantry weapons are all ranged, and I don't think he can do too much damage. He is going to let the AI take over of his army, and the Guardian Shield does fade away, and he does have enough for another Guardian Shield if he wants to. He's probably thinking about how he can win this game. It's probably already lost at this point. One Guardian Shield there, but all of these units are still engaging, and he has to call GG. That was a pretty fun game to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and Game 2 will be coming up momentarily. Thanks for watching, and see you guys at the next game. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.